All right, we are recording. Okay. Well, like I said, thank you guys for taking time out of your day to come and join us on the call tonight. And I have a couple people that are going to share some tips and stuff that have been helping them this month with this amazing promotion going on the November to Remember. So I'm going to have Mandy Kirkendall. She's going to talk because she has done really awesome this month on getting some new ambassadors, and she does a really good job of doing that, and some new customers. So she's just going to kind of give some tips tonight on how she's done that, what works for her, and maybe some of this stuff can help some of you guys out there, including me, on kind of her little ideas and suggestions. So Mandy, if you want, go ahead and unmute and go ahead and share with us what you have, please.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I've been doing this for almost 2 years. I went gold in about 7 months or so, and then I've been stuck there. I went backwards and just got stuck for a long time. And in about May, my team finally got a couple of good legs on it, and I started growing, and it's going really well now. But it took a lot of time, but just being consistent. That is just number one on growing. Being consistent, posting, changing up your posts, contacting people. But I'm going to get into a little bit what I've started doing just in the last few weeks, and it's going really well for me. I've added, we'll just say 4. They're signing up soon, and he's a sure thing. He's not one of those, oh yeah, I'm going to sign up. We've all had those. So I've had 4 new ambassadors this month so far. And so anyways, so last month I decided that I was going to do a 90-day challenge starting in November. So basically that just means for November, December, and January, I'm just going to give it all I've got, every spare moment, and even making time when I don't have time. We're all busy. The holidays are coming up. I was really questioning if I was doing this at the right time, but there is no right time. There's no wrong time. It's your time. Whenever you're ready for this, I was ready for growth. I wanted to do this with the people I have on my team right now. This was the perfect time for me. So I spent a lot of time thinking, praying about this, going over everything, and decided to go for it. So I started that in November. And so I'm doing launch parties. I'm doing meetings, as many meetings as I can, traveling where I need to travel, working with my team to get new customers, grow my team, and just do whatever I needed to do to succeed. And my goal is to be Ruby by February. Right on track to go senior gold this month. And so hopefully everything just keeps rolling and that will happen. I'm working really hard towards that. But so when the November to Remember contest came out, it just went hand in hand with what I was already doing. So I thought, oh, score, I can get some extra cash on top of that senior gold bonus for December, right in time for Christmas. So that's what I just really set my sights on. And I'm one of those that, yes, I can do anything, anytime, but when I get it in my mind that I'm going to do something, I go for it. Like contests that we have, some of them, I'm like, oh, that's fun. But when something hits me that I want to win, I just go all out. Mm-hmm. So I started contacting everyone I could possibly think of that contacted me in the past, people that I've already contacted, but I didn't hear back. People that have contacted me, but they haven't signed up, or maybe even customers that I already have, just everybody that I could possibly think of to let them know what's going on with the free shipping, of course, the 60-day money-back guarantee. And I was using the messages, or I have been using the messages that Tammy posted about to send to someone that's contacted you and someone that hasn't contacted you. If you haven't seen those, I know they're on the pages, and just let us know and we can tag you in them. Yeah. So you can see those messages. And I changed them based on the situation. Opportunity meetings and launch parties are huge. We cannot stress that enough. I'm doing them both for opportunity meetings for myself and my team, you know, inviting them to invite guests to it. But for myself, that's just huge to get level ones. The launch parties are great for my team to help them grow their business as well. But I'm using the new presentation created by Sonia Dudley, which is just awesome. I invested in a projector and a screen, needed a new laptop anyway. So again, I went all out getting, so I kind of really need to go senior gold Ruby to pay for this stuff, but I went all out, couldn't keep borrowing from people. So I went out, bought all that, and I'm using those. And if you haven't seen the presentation by Sonia Dudley, it's great. It starts out with the business part, then goes into the products. And I know it's on the pages. And again, if you haven't seen it and want to see it, let me or Jeannie know and we'll tag you in it, or your upline. And anyways, so far I've had about a 90% sign up rate when I'm using that presentation. Which, if you can get people to meetings, no matter what presentation you're using, it's a great success rate for customers and our ambassadors. It's very easy. Someone that's never done a meeting could follow this presentation easily. You just go slide by slide, basically read what's on there and ask for testimonies from ambassadors and customers, and it just really sells itself. So anybody could do that. Again, if you haven't done one, you're scared to do one, just get out there and do it, even if you have to do it on your own. Don't worry about it. Nobody knows. It's your first one. Just be confident. So then I'm following up with customers that I haven't talked to. I got really busy for a few months this summer, and I kept working the business. I never stopped, but maybe I didn't follow up with people, or if I lost a customer, I never followed up with them. So I'm getting busy doing that, talking about the free shipping, of course, the 60-day money back guarantee, and maybe customers that I lost 2 years ago, right after I signed up, they, bought for a few months. So I'm just following up with everybody possible and sharing the business opportunity. I'm also, when I present, when people ask me, how much is it? Everyone asks that. I have it, a message I send them, and it is, I say there's 3 ways to purchase. Of course, we all know this, but there's retail. I don't recommend anyone does that. There's preferred, blah, blah, blah. You can change, skip, cancel. Or there's wholesale, which you just pay $34.95 a month, and you get wholesale pricing for a year. If there's someone that I think is interested in the business, I'll get into that where they could order through your website. But if they're not, I just leave it at that. And just the other day, I gave someone the pricing, and she messaged me back. She's like, well, I want the 3rd one. So that's how I got one of my ambassadors this month. The others have been from meetings. And I'm just being honest with people. I'm always honest, but I'm just spilling my heart. I'm telling them, I really want this. I need your help. I can't do this on my own. Friends and family, if you've ever thought about purchasing from me, please do it now. If you've ever thought about joining the business, please do it now. Try the products. We can work on working the business in the next couple months while I'm still doing my 90-day challenge. But right now is the time to get in before the holidays. I'm begging people, please, please, please just buy a trial pack from me. Go online, there's free shipping. It's great. You can try it for 7 days, see what you like, hoping they'll order more. But that's how I'm getting customers. Awesome. Begging people. Of course, wear your Plexus shirts. Watch for posts that people are complaining about money trouble, which people do that. Blows my mind, but people do that all the time. People post out there how sick they are. We all know that. So post daily, post with meaning. If you saw someone that was complaining because they had daily migraines or tummy troubles, whatever it is, post about that. It will catch their attention. Be bold. Everything you do, be bold. Don't be scared of rejection. You're going to get no's. I get no's every single day, but that's okay, because I'm going to get a yes, and that's okay. And I know I believe in the product. You got to believe in the product. You've got to believe in yourself. I'm also doing a leadership program, John Maxwell's 21 Laws of Leadership, and it's just great for me to know myself better. And I'm leading a team in that right now, and it's great to have the confidence in myself to do that and just see other people grow. It just makes it all worthwhile, and love what I do even more. Awesome.
Very good, Mandy. Thank you. That was amazing. Very good information, Mandy. Perfect. You nailed it. That was amazing stuff. I was writing notes. And as Mandy said too, a couple things she hit on that were super important. When she was talking about, begging people and telling people, hey, now's the time to try for me. That is awesome, because a lot of people think that, they're bothering their friends and family by telling them, hey, help me out, buy a 3 or a 7 day trial pack, or, now's the time to really look at these products. But what we have to keep in mind is that if you remember that you're doing it for them and it's not for you too, it's much easier to talk to them and tell them, because they need these products and they need this business opportunity, like Mandy mentioned. And so there's so many people that sometimes they need a little bit of encouragement or a little bit of pushing, in a way to say, hey, you need to try this. And then we know how many people get hooked. We all did when we tried it. That's why we're here. And so there's so many people that want to they kind of need that little bit of a nudge to try this and realize, oh my gosh, this is for real. I have had so many people say that, just like Mandy, after 2.5 years, and they just now are trying the Slim with one of my samples, and they're like, wow, Jeannie, this really is good. And I'm like, I've been saying that for 2.5 years, but they just needed that extra. They needed me to send them a sample, I guess, for them to say, this is really good stuff and I love it. And so anyways, just remember that that's awesome what Mandy said, and her advice is excellent. And I would take a lot of those and write some notes and try to apply them and see what works for you, because she's doing really amazing with getting new people to join. And these people are seeing, once they get in, how amazing this is, how easy this is, and they're working the business. So thanks again, Mandy. One thing some of us have been doing, including me, like Mandy too a little bit, is kind of the cold calls. And these have actually been something I never thought I would do, but is sending out kind of the same messages that Mandy mentioned, a few others as far as people I've never talked to, messaging them. I've been doing that right and left on my list of 100 people. And it has been really surprising, some of the feedback that I have been getting. And I have met 2 people now for lunch this last week that I did that with, and they both are wanting to join. And so that was huge. I was excited. It made me want to just go and message 100 other people, but I'm still working on my list for this month. But it made me realize, as Mandy mentioned, be bold and be confident. And it's a piece of cake. And like she said, if you get a no, that's okay. One thing we learned at Leaders Retreat is turn that no around and turn it to on, and move on. Move on to the next one, because that does not mean no forever. That just means no for right now. Maybe it's not the right timing for them, but I have had so many people that have come back later and I'm ready to do this now. So just remember, you've got to talk to people. You've got to let them know about this, to share it with them, to build the opportunity. So the cold calls have been awesome. And I'm going to have Marcin, he has been doing the cold calls a bunch too. And he has one really good little story he's going to tell you guys that happened with him on some of his cold calls, and it worked really well. So go ahead, Marcin, when you're ready.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, great. Well, first I just kind of want to congratulate Mandy on what she's been doing, and a lot of the things she's been doing. I've kind of been doing the same too. And the thing that I think our motivation's the same is that contest came out. I'm thinking, wow, we can really get some extra Christmas cash this year. I mean, even down to buying a new projector. I just bought a new projector for our last opportunity meeting. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about a cold call that I did today. I scheduled it last night, and I called the lady today, and she lives in Page. And before I called her, I thought, I was nervous. I thought, well, I want to know a little bit about her. And thank goodness we were friends on Facebook. We were kind of those friends, but we really don't know each other kind of friends. we have a lot of those.
Yes.
And so I just went on her page, and I kind of snooped around a little bit and kind of learned a little bit about her there. Then I called her, and then I talked to her a little bit about, asked her about her family and about her job and her hobbies and stuff, and just kind of warmed things up a little bit, and tried to learn a little bit about her. And after a few minutes, she says, she just kind of cut me off, and she says, "So what are you offering me?" So, and then I asked her, I says, "Well, are you interested in the products or the business?" And she says, "Both." And I said, so I went through the products and the business with her, and she's very interested and asked for my website. So I'll be following up with her probably in a couple of days. So, so the thing that's really getting me a lot of, I guess, prospects is the magic message. I don't know if you guys have heard of it or not, but I've been throwing that out there a lot. I've got, I don't know how many out there, but even ones I put out there like a couple of weeks ago and I haven't got a response yet, I'm starting to get responses now to that. And so if you're not familiar with the magic message, it goes something like this. It goes, "Hi, You may not be interested in this, and if you're not, that's okay. But I think you'd make a great member on my Plexus team. Can I call you today or tomorrow? It's as simple as that. I cannot believe how many people that gets interested in it. So
awesome, Marcin. And that's so simple too.
It's so simple. Yeah, it really is.
That's great. Awesome. Thanks, Marcin, for sharing that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Great. And so see, if Marcin wouldn't have reached out to that person, he wouldn't have had that call to make and that opportunity to share the opportunity with this lady that, will probably join and probably make a great ambassador. But if not, hey, she may be one that gets on the products too, and it helps her health, and you had something to do with that, which is super rewarding. So I think that's wonderful. And something that I'm always big about that I wanted to share with you guys too, real quick, is, of course, dealing with rejection is hard. Like we were saying, the no's and everything. One thing that I had to work on a lot, because I really did, when I first started this, I cared about what people thought. I did. And I was worried about posting, and about a couple of days though, that's all it took me, and I started posting. But I was worried about what people thought after that. And something I heard that always sticks with me, I know I've shared this with a lot of you guys, is, I will worry about what those people think when they start paying my bills. Because to me, that's huge. I am responsible for me and my family, and nobody else's. And it's my dreams. It's my life. It's not theirs. And so the people that are going to support you are your real friends. And they're the people that you probably would rather associate with anyways. And you will learn that very quickly, how I have. And I'm happy for everybody else. Everybody has something that they're doing, and people do network marketing, every day, whether they realize it or not. But it's just huge to remember that, it's about us on our journeys and what we want for our life and our dreams and our goals. And it's not worth letting people, what they think of you, letting it ruin you moving forward, with your dreams, whatever it may be, whether it's Plexus or not. But that's just something that I know scares a lot of people when they move into trying to make cold calls and just calling somebody out of the blue or messaging them. It's, they don't breathe for a good minute while they're push send on that message button. So just remember, it's okay. And I've been there, I've done it. It gets way easier, and you really appreciate the people that message you back. And even if somebody says, I'm just not interested now, it's wonderful, to be able to do that. So, but something else I want to tell you guys really quick that I don't know if some of you realize, but when you're approaching somebody about the business and the products, and you're talking about all three options, like Mandy mentioned, well, when you're telling them, hey, a lot of times I will tell people, you might as well sign up as wholesale because you're going to get it the cheapest. And if they want to purchase a triplex combo, which is something that I always recommend to everybody, one thing is, if they go in and they purchase the triplex as a preferred customer under your website, it's $124, $124.95. If they go in and they go in and join as an ambassador, they purchase that triplex on their welcome pack, that's $133.95. It's a $10 difference. So actually, they're joining for $10 instead of $34.95. That's huge. And not saying that they have to buy the triplex, but of course, that's one of the welcome packs I am really big on pushing. But $10 a month. So that's something that I love to share with people. And then I will tell them, look, 3 to 4 people that may want to order through your website. We all know 3 to 4 people that have struggles with their health, that may need these products, just more energy, sleeping better, or have bigger health issues. If they can I tell them right off the bat, if you can get 3 to 4 people to order through your website, that helps get your products paid for. Anything above that is cash in your pocket. And that is really helpful because there's so many people that get on these products, and sometimes they want to continue, but they can't afford them. So that also helps people to be able to continue on the products and maybe sharing and helping a few of their friends and family so that they can stay on them a little bit easier with being able to pay for their products. But the $10 is huge to realize that's all it costs. So just a few things. We are about 7:20, so it does. Since we have kind of a small group, does anybody have anything else they want to share tonight on the call? If you guys do, unmute yourself. Otherwise, we will say good night. All right, nobody has? Okay, well, thank you guys again for being on the call. I appreciate you guys so much. And everybody stay warm tonight, no matter where you're at. And have a wonderful evening. And we will be talking to you guys soon. So thank you guys so much.